A lot of my clients come to me and ask me this question: can I get paid to take care of my parents? The answer to that question is yes, you can. There are 2 government programs. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, a lot of people live with their parents. You might be in that situation where you've had to, because of your parents' condition, move in with your parents, or maybe it's your financial situation, and your parents are getting elderly and they want you to take care of them, but they're running out of resources. So, of course, you can get paid from them directly to take care of you, but if you're going to do this, you're probably going to want a family caregiver agreement, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. But what if your parents don't have any resources? That's the other situation. So how do you get the government to pay for your care? There's only 2 programs in the country that can pay for care. Number 1 is going to be Medicaid. Medicaid is the largest government paying program that pays for people who are in long care situations. The second is the VA, but you only get VA benefits if you actually serve during a wartime and other certain criteria is met. So let's go first, Medicaid. Well, how do you get Medicaid to pay you to take care of your parent? Well, of course, if your parent needs more sophisticated help, needs actual nursing home care, they need to go into a nursing home, and the government's not going to pay you to take care of your parent when they should be in a nursing home. So they really pay for personal care needs. In other words, the government is willing to help you, willing to pay you to take care of your parent if you're going to do them a favor, and that's keep them out of a nursing home because of what you're doing. So they'll pay for you to go shopping, take care of them, bathe them, feed them, make sure that they're taken care of every day. So how does this happen? Well, first, your parents need to meet the criteria to qualify for Medicaid. Now, this will be what they refer to as a waiver program. Now, anything I'm going to tell you about Medicaid is going to be based upon Texas law because I'm a Texas attorney. So I only know the rules here in Texas. But these rules are pretty similar across the board. So any other state that you go in, that you're in, these rules are going to be similar. But in the state of Texas, we have waiver programs which we waive the requirement to be in a nursing home where they're going to pay for your care. So number 1, we have an income cap requirement. You can't make more than $2,350 a month. And for most waiver programs in Texas, they don't let you do what's called a qualified income trust. It's a hard cap, meaning if you make over this amount, sorry, you're not going to get help. The second is going to be the resource limit. Now, this is the countable resource limit. You can't have more than $2,000 of countable resources. Of course, they don't count things like your home, your car, $1,500 in a life insurance policies. In the state of Texas, there's some ways to shield IRAs and 401ks. There are different things that are not considered resources, but you need to talk to an attorney about that. But a lot of people that are seeking these programs already qualify. Mom and dad have less than $2,000. Now, that $2,000 limit, of course, differs if you're married and what program that you're going to see, because some programs allow you to have up to $7,000. So you're going to want to find out in your own state what the rules are for the different programs that are available. And there are a lot of different programs that are out there. There's community care programs. In Texas, we have the Star Plus Plus program. And then we have also what are called a community attendant program. So there's so many different programs out there that help, but mainly in Texas, the way that it works is once your parents are qualified for Medicaid and they want to stay home and they qualify for a waiver program, the caseworker is going to ask if they want to do some kind of what is called the consumer direct services. So what this is your parents get to pick who they want to employ to take care of them. And they're allowed to pick certain people. You're not allowed to pick a spouse, and you're not allowed to pick a guardian. But if you wanted to pick a child or a grandchild, they could come in and help take care of you. Now, the hard part about this program is the parent has to act like the employer. There's a payroll service that needs to be set up, and now the government will help and walk you through that, how you do that. You actually have to keep track of your time, and the caseworker is going to determine how many hours that they're actually going to pay for. So if you want to do that program, the best way to get that done is to speak to an elder law attorney. They can help you, put that all together and plan that out. If you want to try to do this on your own, you're going to have to apply. Don't assume that Medicaid's going to let you do this, because Medicaid may decide that it's best for your parents to stay home. So that's basically the Medicaid program. So Medicaid in most states is going to have some version of this. Now, this is not federally granted. In other words, it's not the same in every state. Your state had to come up with this program itself, but most states have moved to a program like this. So you want to check with an elder law attorney or with Medicaid in your state to see if they actually offer these services. The second program, VA benefits. VA does things a little bit differently. It's not an impoverishment system. In other words, the purpose of the aid and attendance, the basic pension, and homebound services with the VA is not to say to you, hey, you have to be impoverished in order to qualify for these benefits. But this is generally how it works. With Medicaid, you can reduce your resources certain ways by moving your money around or being clever and having assets or spend down. VA does it differently. They look at your income to really see if you qualify. Now, they have a resource limit. It's $123,000. So the resource limit, if you make more than $123,000 or you have that in assets, not including your home or car, then you're disqualified for any kind of assistance. But their big resource limit is going to be, or income limit, is going to be with how much money you make. So if you're a single vet that lives home, you can't make more than $13,000 a year. Well, that's easy to be over. Your Social Security's over that. But there's a little trick. And now you're going to want to get assistance with this. But there's ways that you can pay family members. And the amounts that you pay the family member to take care of you can be subtracted from your income. So let's say you made $20,000, but you have to spend about $17,000 for people to come take care of you. Well, you can deduct that $17,000 from your income and qualify for VA assistance. So in other words, the way that the VA works is you will pay your family member directly and then get reimbursed almost from the VA. So those are the two big programs where you can get paid to take care of your parent. These are very complicated things in how to do. You probably need assistance. The VA has a lot of different programs that are out there, or a lot of different groups or organizations that will help you out with that planning. There's VA planners everywhere that will work with you and try to help you through the situation. Medicaid is usually done by elder law attorneys. Now, there are some elder law attorneys that are also VA certified that can help you out with that. Not everybody in the elder law community does that, but for Medicaid, you can get help through an elder law attorney. Through the VA, you can find some kind of planner that can help you put things together. In the end, there is a way to get paid to take care of your parent if your parents don't have enough assets to pay you directly. Now, the other thing is, what I tell parents all the time, if you have enough assets, pay your kids to take care of you. It's a great way to get resources out of your accounts so eventually you can qualify for government assistance. But that's it. You can get paid to take care of your parent.